Jinky.
Let's go.
Hi,
I can't see anything, so you're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to be my guide. I haven't got my. I haven't got my contact lenses in. Yeah, but I just wanted to. I wanted them to see my face.
Oh,
today.
you're like, I can't see anything. I don't have it, and I'm like,
yeah. You're like, oh, what about those guys? No, I just wanted to, be clear.
Be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've not got yours on today either.
But
you've got contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost out, so.
Oh, you've got to be strategic.
I've got to be strategic.
Yeah.
I've got one pair left, and I think that's the one I want to use around
your birthday.
My birthday.
Yeah.
Because then I'll need like a whole new set for when I go on holiday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So.
The cost of seeing, guys.
The cost of seeing.
Well, we have something
lined up
for
with
that.
regards to that. Yeah.
But hey everyone, back again in the stew.
In the
DO.
Oh, not that again. If that's what you want to call it, we can call it the stew.
I want to call it the stew. Can I? Can I?
Yeah, we can call it the stew.
We're back in the stew. As always, I'm Rose. Hi.
The real Rose.
The real Rose.
Yeah. We're going to have to figure out the chaos of this opening.
Yeah, I know. It's so... I think it's because I'm doing it for friends. That's why it doesn't feel... Like yesterday when I recorded...
Oh, did you do it?
It felt so like...
Hi guys, I'm back. I'm the real Rose.
Yes, he talk about all things health and wellness. It just feels... But I think because it's you.
So what you're saying is that I don't deserve excellence. Crazy.
So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But yeah. Hi.
You're the real Rose.
I'm the real Rose. And obviously here to talk about health and wellness.
And I'm Esnart. Also here to talk about health and wellness with the real Rose. At ESNXRT.
Even though she's offline.
Even though
for the foreseeable.
Yeah, because honestly, I thought about it and I was like, I don't miss it.
Yeah, I don't
not even one bit.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. Oh
dear.
You're not on silent.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's messaging us?
Oh,
is it nice? That's
cute.
nice.
I had a feeling he was going to do that.
You don't get to know.
You don't get
but
to
that's
know.
okay.
I'll reply to her shortly.
Oh, that's nice.
That is,
lovely start to the day.
Lovely. Lovely start to the day. But what did you say?
When?
Before I got the text.
Oh, I said that I just don't miss social media.
That was it.
Yeah, I don't miss it. I'm quite okay to not be on. It says currently on like my name offline back in October, but I might just log in October and change that to see ya. Because
and I do hear it because I feel like I've been on socials a lot less since I took that little break because now I just don't reach for it, or I'll go on to just see what I need to see
and then you're off.
I'm off.
Yeah.
Even TikTok doesn't grab me like that anymore because everything's an ad these days.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was on Monica's phone yesterday, our friend, and I was scrolling and I looked for one video. Literally every other scroll was an ad.
Yeah. So it ruins the momentum of everything because I could be proper laughing at something, then the next thing's an ad. Then it's like,
I got these bangles
from TikTok
shop.
Ah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So it just ruins the flow of like, you might just want to just do like some doom scrolling, but you can't. Like, so I guess it's a good thing, but
can't even doom scroll.
I can't even. So I feel like YouTube is probably where I spend most of my time because I can actually watch something. The next recommendation is actually something I want to watch.
Exactly.
But I think TikTok, I mainly am on TikTok when somebody's sending me something.
Okay.
So I'll watch through what they send me.
Okay.
Because that's usually funny.
And then you can get off.
Yeah, I'll just come off the DM and come off the app.
Really?
Yeah,
that's good.
My For You page barely hits like that. And it's not because the content's not good, it's I hate how long it takes for me to see
something.
Yeah,
Wow.
Or like I'll see a girl's makeup, which looks really nice.
Yeah.
The minute I see TikTok shop, the link, it's just like, where are the real reviews?
You're gone. Yeah, everything is an ad, and I just think it speaks to just the nature of like, what's it called? Consumerism. We can never just have nice things. Like TikTok was good for a while because it was genuinely the place that you could go again and trust people.
Yeah.
But then the pendulum always swings back, and now I feel like everybody's back on YouTube.
Yeah, literally. I think that's why that Jackie Aina TikTok video that I was telling you about, where she was like, it literally was giving Jackie from 2012.
Yeah.
It was such a good TikTok because I just felt like there was no links. She just literally wrote down what the products were. And I was like, thank you. Like, you didn't... I'm not saying she didn't get an ad from that, but it just felt like she was actually helping me.
It felt genuine.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's been a minute since I just can watch somebody, and and everyone in the comments was like, no, I'm really taking notes. So yeah. But
that's not what we're here to talk about.
What we're here to talk about today, my lovely.
What weight are you carrying?
Oh,
we're gonna do that again.
I asked that yesterday, and it felt so foreign.
I was like, really?
I haven't asked this in a while.
Oh, was her weight good?
Yeah, it was about like Croatia just finishing uni.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just like that stuff. The weight that I'm carrying today.
When was the last time we actually asked that? Like between us?
I think it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Probably when we were back in the studio.
Yeah,
like
I think
a while back
episode,
in the studio.
because that's when I was like, I felt really light.
Yes. Yeah.
But in the way, I guess we kind of asked it, but we didn't. But we did. Yeah.
Okay, so what weight are you carrying?
I think I'm carrying the weight of adjustment.
Oh, that's a good word. Okay, the weight of adjustment.
Yeah. Like, so there's been some things that have happened, and it's made me have to pivot, basically. And I think you can, when you talk about pivoting, it normally sounds like a good thing or something you can get behind because that's how life is. But I think when you really had something set in your mind as to how something was supposed to be, it feels so weighty. Yeah. Because it's now pivoting to something that literally was not on my bingo card. Yeah. And I then don't know the impact that's going to have on other things that I wanted to do. So, yeah.
So now it just becomes like a bit of like an uncertainty thing.
Yeah.
But do you know what? Do you not just think as you get older, the only thing that is certain is that everything is uncertain?
Yeah.
I just feel like that is pretty much life at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Because I look at my goals, because of when I plan my week, I have to go back to my yearly goals. Yeah. And when I look at my yearly goals, and it's not to say I'm not achieving anything, but I just always laugh because it's like the things that have come in the journey to achieve these things. It's like
you couldn't have.
I remember when I wrote those things down. I remember when I wrote down how I wanted to feel and who I wanted to be this year, and it's like I'm getting there, but it's like wow, I didn't realize this was gonna be the cost of it.
Yeah, that it was gonna come with fire and flames.
Fire and flames to blood clot. So. Sorry, pardon my French. Pardon my Jamaican. Pardon my patois.
Pardon my patois is so funny. You're so ridiculous. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
What about you? What weight are you carrying?
I think I'm carrying the weight of waiting. Yeah.
So like patience.
Yeah. Not even patience, because I think that God has actually really done a work in my life in terms of my patience, but I think it's more so in terms of actually maybe it would be patience, because I mean I guess the discomfort in like, you know, knowing that you're on the path, like that you know what's happening, but it's like, why could it not just be yesterday? Right. Yeah. Right. So I think maybe like the weight of waiting is definitely what I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah. And it's hard because you get antsy.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel a bit like pins and needly, like oof. Yeah. Oof.
Bishop T.D. Jakes did a really good talk on that once, like many years ago, and he basically said when it comes to waiting, the frustration that comes is he likened it to being on a plane. Yeah. And when the plane is grounded, so you can't go back because you are supposed to go forward, but you can't move.
There's nothing I can do.
Nothing you can do until the pilot decides
that we can go.
So you're just sat there on the
until he gets even clearance.
Yeah. So there's such a process at play. Like you can start huffing and puffing to the air crew, but the cabin crew. But
what's it gonna do?
Yeah.
And I just think if I was in that situation, what would I do? I would probably just put my headphones on and watch something. I would actually just accept that is where we're at, because I am also someone that I don't like expending energy.
I agree.
On being frustrated because I'm just like, it doesn't move anything along. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
You can't change the outcome.
Can't do anything.
And in the day, you're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
You just have to sit and wait.
I just have to sit, put my seatbelt on, take it off maybe even if I want, because we're grounded.
Yeah.
But
and do what you got to do in that meantime.
Stretch my legs.
Yeah.
You know, maybe speak to a couple people.
Yeah.
You do that. This is so annoying.
Where are you flying?
What are you doing when you get to the other side? Yeah. I feel like that is the season that I'm in. It's very much like I just need to kind of occupy myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Whilst
yeah,
whilst things are being worked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite the yeah.
But then what happens is, I guess, we get into the territory of the backslide.
Tell us why you want to talk about backsliding.
Because I realised that, first of all, you're never too... I think that I always want to remind myself that I'm never too righteous. I'm never too saved or too in my journey. Like, if I think about fitness-wise, I've been literally, I would say, relatively consistent with like gym, working out for the last like 7-8 years.
Yeah.
But you're never too experienced to then just go tumbling down the hill.
Yeah. You're not above it.
You're not above, that's the word.
Yeah.
I'm not above it.
Yeah.
So I think that this might have been a good place to just, be therapized. Just a little.
Backsliding, that one's and I think the reality of it is, whether people like to admit it or not, it happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone.
But nobody talks about it until they maybe have got back on track.
On the other side, right, exactly.
No one talks about whilst they're still sliding back.
No, but I wonder why that is. Is it because I think it's because we fear judgment, probably, for the most part.
Yeah, and shame, internal shame.
Yeah. But we've been uncovering shame.
Yeah, we have been. Year. We have been uncovering shame. And I think the way to combat shame is to just actually speak. Yeah. And take ownership.
Yeah. Free me, man. Yeah. What can I do? What can I do? Like, I'm actually just a girl. Yeah.
And I think with backsliding, whether it's through your faith, your career, your... Well, I just went blank. Sorry. Your faith, why did I just go blank? What was I?
Your faith, your career, relationships.
No, there was fitness. Oh, guys, sorry, I just went blank just then.
And I felt like you were like Raven having a vision. It was giving. Maybe you can insert that sound.
I know. I was just like, huh? Yeah, I think when it comes to that, I think the thing that keeps you in that cycle of just going further back is the shame.
Yeah. Because you don't tell anyone, then there's no one to hold you accountable. That's, first of all, that sermon that you put, I even think you should link it for people. For those who are interested, Rose's Church, can I say?
Yeah.
Oh, Tab London.
Yeah.
There was a guest pastor, but he's not really a guest because he does...
comes like once a year.
Once in a while. And his whole thing was on biblical accountability. But I think the way he broke it down was so real. And it really spoke to me because I said, I actually can identify myself that maybe some of the reasons that I have been just feeling a bit like a bit... like I don't really know what I'm doing or whatever. I'm like, maybe because I just don't have that level of accountability. So you see, when you're at work, even if you were to... Even if you know that you're in a workplace where it's like you can get away with a lot, there is still a level of accountability that makes you every once in a while go, oh, I need to get back doing something, because otherwise then someone's going to clock onto the fact that I don't do anything for half the time.
Exactly. And then it'll be at the cost and expense of your job, in your career, and so on and so forth.
So then there's that level of like...
Yeah.
But maybe when you're already in a place where, like I think we mentioned, we both haven't been working for anyone. We've been working on our endeavours, on our entrepreneurship. I think sometimes there is a bit of a level of like, there's no one actually...
No one's going to come and see.
No one's going to come and see. No one's going to sit me down for a one-to-one and be like, what have you
done?
Yeah.
I agree. Because I think even if I just use our business as an example, the stand-ups, that holds me accountable. Yeah. So I feel like I actually have to know what I'm doing. I can't just... Even if I was to just say I'm doing something, even if I'm not. Yeah. When it comes to the end of the week and I have to talk about it...
And you've got nothing to say.
Nothing to say. Yeah. So I do think that and I think that's why I told you I needed to open up to you. I had to like open up a can of worms to S about some stuff that I'm going through. And now do you see why, because of that sermon, I was like, okay,
I have to talk. Yeah.
I have to speak, because there's no one... I guess coming to just check in, and I think that's also what people struggle with, because they feel like there is that... If you're somebody who doesn't do well with I don't want to say authority, but almost somebody holding a mirror up to you.
Yeah.
If you don't do well with that, and challenging you, and correction.
Correction.
I think if you don't do well with correction, I think the whole concept of accountability is out the window for you. And then that's why you're going to continue backsliding and making excuses for yourself as to why you're justified in not being able to do this or not being able to do that, when really and truly, if you would just accept correction, and correction, it's humbling. Very. So it all comes down to humility.
Yeah.
That's the root of it, because I feel like I think I welcome correction.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it can be hard to like swallow the pill, but I think my door's always open for someone to come and be like, Rose, when you did this, or when you said that, or da 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 da, that's not you, or da 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 da. But it requires a level of humility, because if you're combative, if you just come back on like,
if it's defense, it doesn't work, because then that person is never gonna. First of all, that person that was even. I don't want to say courageous, but maybe if they know that you're not the kind of person that accepts correction, and they have stepped out to try and help and correct you, but then you go into combat mode, they're not going to want to do that anymore. No. So then everybody's left better.
Yeah. And the truth of it is, you are the one suffering for it.
Yeah.
Because I guess, like you said, with work, where somebody does have to correct you, or whether it's your manager or whoever, if you knew that correction is going to further improve your abilities of a promotion, you would welcome it.
You would.
But I think we don't see the same in relationships and friendships, because it's like, who are you to tell me? Didn't you do this?
Didn't you just do this? Take the log out of your eye before you take the stone. What is it?
But what do you think about that though? Being somebody that also needs, maybe you're backsliding, but then you're correcting somebody else. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I don't. I think that the two can, you can hold space for the two. Yeah. Because the areas that I'm struggling, you might not be struggling, and vice versa. Yeah. So it might be, even though that we are talking in the context, let's say, of like a friendship, for example. Yeah. I think sometimes friends can get a bit like uppity, because they're like, well, how can you tell me this when I know that you're doing this? Yeah. But it's like, we're not struggling in the same thing. So you can also hold a light to me and say, but listen, when it comes to correct, because I think that is the crux of the issue, is, are you someone that is open to being corrected? Yeah. Because I think immediately, if you're not, what are we talking about?
Accountability is out the window.
Out the window.
And essentially personal growth, because I think let me tell you something. Everyone thinks you read one self-help book and automatically personal growth is just going to happen like that. Yeah. No, there are people around you that know you way better than the author who wrote that book. Right. There are people around you that are going to be able to identify the reasons why you struggle with this particular thing, why you lack discipline in this area. There are people around you that can be able to speak to the things that you need to improve on. Yeah. So if you're just trying to do personal growth by yourself,
through self-help
YouTube
books, videos,
podcasts, that stuff, it should be supplementary. I just think it should start with, I would challenge people to even just ask those around you, like, do you feel I struggle with this? You'll be surprised how quickly someone will say yeah.
Do you know what? I think that is such a good challenge. I think if you're someone that has not had a level of review maybe in your life this year, or maybe it's just not something that you generally do in terms of talking to your friends, you'll do it with yourself with a vision board or whatever,
your journal. Pick
a friend, a trusted friend, someone that you actually would listen to because they know you, and ask them, is there anything that you genuinely think that I have either been backsliding on, something I said I was going to do and I haven't done, or is there a part of me that you think needs work? Because some of you are very argumentative. Some of you are very argumentative. Some of you are lazy.
And I think also, essentially, if you're not doing that for your friend, I don't know if this is controversial. Okay, I want to say it. I would argue that you're also enabling.
Oh yeah,
the behaviors. Yeah, true. Especially the ones which are let's say toxic, or I feel like I'm somebody who, my friend could tell me a story. I've actually had a friend literally this year tell me a story about somebody she was talking to. It didn't go the way it was supposed to go. But as she was telling me, I said, "Girl, you're in the wrong. Yeah, you're in the wrong." And obviously, I love my friend and she loves me, so she welcomed my commentary on the topic. But I think I would have hated lying. And I'll just be like, oh my gosh, he was so evil. He's a bad guy. And it's just I'm not helping you grow, because you're now going to go into the next relationship
and do the same
thing. Right. And then you're going to come back. You know what I mean? I think there's that responsibility of being a friend. I don't think it's just just because your friend is just all about like, oh my god, you're amazing, yes, queen,
queen,
yes, clack it. No, sometimes you have to hold your friend up and be like, you have a pattern.
Yeah, listen, this is not your first rodeo.
This is not your first rodeo.
I would even say that in respect to, let's just talk about for a sec, mixed, like, not mixed, girl guy friendships, right? And I think that this is where actually so many opportunities arise or fall down for really good correction. Because the one thing I will say is, as somebody who has guy friends, has dated people who have like female friends. Female, I know female is like a weird word, but female friends, I know I can tell the difference between a guy that actually has female friends and one that doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I actually think that the way in which you can hold the mirror up is so different. Like even thinking about, like, say, one of my guy friends, he was seeing someone at the top of the year and things started to go a little bit like what he would say pear-shaped. And he went to go talk to his boys about it, and his boys were encouraging, like, oh yeah, no, cut it off, like this, that, the third, like this isn't what you need, like it just sounds like it's gonna be. But as someone who can empathize, I think, with the babe on the other side, I was like, slow down. Slow the car down. I get that you're feeling away, but I also think you need to see it from her perspective. And I think that's the thing that a lot of babes who don't want guys who have female friendships lose out on. Because for those of us that are normal and are actually not trying to get with, because I actually think that's probably the majority. Like I
think so. I genuinely think, especially at this age, like maybe before 21, but I feel at this age a lot of girls actually just have guy friend and vice versa, and it's healthy.
It's healthy because I listen, we said this the other day, it's us that are helping you out. It's not his boys.
No, I'm telling you, like, literally, we have a friend, and when we root for the girl,
we are rooting for you, babe.
Like, we are like, no, do this for, oh my god, she's this.
What are you thinking? Like,
how are you gonna ask her out? Like, we are so invested, but from a place of like, oh yeah, make sure you do this properly.
Because we know you as a person. We know.
And how many times are they like, oh my god, I didn't even think about that. There you are, they're posting it like, oh my god, my man.
Do you know what
was behind this?
You don't know it was us. You don't know. This was a team effort. So then now,
when they're now coming to beef us, it's like,
I don't want no smoke. I don't want your man. I don't want him.
I really don't.
I don't want him. So I just think that it's very funny because then we had another friend. I know he won't mind us mentioning it. We won't say any names, but he was in the throes of like speaking to someone new, and she has completely basically gone, absolutely not. Because you have female friends, and it's like, but you don't know us.
And I really liked her.
I like the sound of her.
I thought, she sounds like a really nice babe. Just to find out she don't like us, and it was like, wait.
Just to find out that you shot yourself in the foot. Just to find out now that it's actually us that was trying to even make sure that he was doing the right thing by you.
By you, yeah.
Crazy.
It's very crazy, but I do agree that when I hear a guy has a female friend, I will be honest, there are times I feel triggered. Just because historically in my early 20s, people were saying everyday female friend, and it was not a female friend. But I do think as I've aged, genuinely, you can see there is like an awareness. I think guys have
100%.
There's an empathy I think they carry towards women, just because I guess they are used to speaking to women who are not romantically involved with. So I think it works both ways. Even me, us too, when we speak to our guy friends, the things they say, it just makes you think, oh, like, do boys
think like
this? Remember the caring thing you were telling me about? Like how guys usually say that girls are not kind, and then I literally heard like one of our male friends say that, like, oh yeah, he noticed when a girl takes interest in like his like relatives and and I was just like, oh, the one thing my male friends are really good at is holding the mirror up to me. And also just questioning me, like, do you actually want this? I think because I'll be like ranting on about something and like, oh, but I thought you wanted somebody that's like, and you're like, huh?
I think what was so funny, did we talk about this? I don't think we talked about this, but our exercise, our assessment.
Oh. from our good two male friends.
Yeah, our two male friends basically looked through our Hinge profiles.
Yeah.
Because both of us did like a short,
week.
Basically 1 week stint on Hinge. And yeah, our two male friends looked at our profiles and they gave it
They probably assessed us.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, so how do you expect a guy to reach out? And I said, I thought he'll just...
I think he just say hello.
It's like you need to give them a prompt so that they can reply to you and you have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
They looked at one of my things and said, yeah, it's giving trauma. Delete it.
Oh, yeah. What was it you'd put?
No. Do you know, I thought it was funny because I said it in my tone in my head, but I guess for someone just reading it, they're not going to know that. So I think the prompt was something like, I could stay up all night talking about, and I said nothing. I'm not going to let another man steal my sleep.
Yeah. So I read it in her voice too, but they were like, it's giving trauma.
It's giving trauma. They said it's sounding like too many people hurt you, so you need to delete that. And I was like, oh, I genuinely thought it was just funny.
And they're like, you need to reorder the pictures.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's a good picture. That's good. But I think that one needs to be at the front. Let them see.
Let them see your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
It was really funny. So I think, I think from an accountability front, it actually does make sense. But I also agree that I have also had times where I have maybe met guys and they'll be, you know, sometimes you're doing a bit too much. Like, why is it Monday you're with this friend, Thursday you're with this friend, Saturday you're +1 with this friend? Why are you +1ing all the time?
And do you know what it is? I think what really upsets me is I genuinely have male friends who I'm not intimate with. I've never been intimate, like just actual platonic friendships. Yeah. So when a guy tells me he has a male friend, I genuinely just want to believe what you're saying. Yeah. So then when I see something strange, it irritates me because it's like, why are you being strange?
What?
But like, guys, I promise you, I literally spoke to a guy who said someone was his female friend up and down.
Yeah.
For the babe to just start whining on him. Okay. But then I look mad for questioning the friendship. Like, and I kept saying, if I was to ever whine on one of my male friends, they would literally slap me.
They would literally boot you in the head. They'd be like, what are you doing?
And even at this age, anyways, let me not go down that road. But I'm just going to say that this is the thing. It's like, is this really your friend?
Yeah.
That's correcting you? That's holding you accountable? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Because if she is, then great.
Anyway.
But she's just trying to buck it down.
She's just trying to buck it down. Just say that.
Just say that. But anyways, I think that the whole thing of backsliding, oh my goodness, it's really hard. I will say, like, I think that I would say I've probably had like a good 6 to 8 weeks. No, that's so dramatic. I would probably say August was definitely a month of just feeling like all of the things that I felt very solid in.
Yeah.
I ended August very much feeling a little shaky and a little quaky. Yeah. When it comes to my fitness, I just feel like my consistency has gone out the window. Yeah. When I am in the gym, I do like bang, like the sessions are very, very good. It's just actually getting myself there. I'm finding it hard to like find a balance in like my routine. I just don't know. I'm just all over the gaff, but spoke about that in the weigh-in. Yeah. So I think fitness kind of went out the window. That was a big backslide. Then I think work-wise in terms of putting in what I need to put into the projects and the different things that I'm doing. Like I feel like in May, June, July was going ham. Everything was really making sense. Yeah. It was like I was just go. And then I just feel like August was like a hard stop in my mind. Yeah. So then I think that kind of backslid. I think that when it comes to maybe some of the ways in which I would say I have been, I guess maybe let's say faithful in terms of thinking about like relationship, like romantic relationship, let's say, and some of the ways in which I have been able to just be very, let's say, steadfast in my thoughts, my feelings. I just feel like completely backslid in August, and you just find yourself then kind of just in pockets of moments of realizing that, oh, I haven't been like this in a long time. So then it's like, oh, I really have to go in all fronts, just crawling back to Jesus. Yes.
And I guess it's what I'm hearing from that is just the discipline aspect. Yeah. Where, like you said, when you're steadfast when it comes to your romantic relationships, when it comes to the gym, it's just that discipline and trying to maintain that discipline in a turbulent season. Yeah,
it's very hard.
What about with your faith? Do you feel like that you were able to stay anchored there, or do you think you also backslid there?
I would say I've been able to stay anchored in the sense of like I've actually, if anything, from like my routine, I have been pretty consistent in terms of like reading my word, in terms of prayer. But I think that there have definitely been moments where I've just not generally like felt it, but I also know that that's not a reason to not pray, and that's not a reason to not like speak to God and like continue going to him, because I've had seasons like that before. But I think I've been relatively, I want to say that I haven't been to church for the last 2 weekends.
Is that because of like everything you've said?
I'm trying to think what happened last week. No, I think it's kind of just been, I would say 80% kind of. Okay, so I think church has been affected by the fact that I've not been sleeping well.
Okay.
Not sleeping well has been affected by the fact that I'm not performing in other ways, or that I'm maybe giving my time in places where I shouldn't be giving my time, or as much time anyway. So I think that it's come as a result, not because I didn't want to go.
Right.
Yeah, because of that, but it's like, it's just, I would then wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I can watch online. You know, like you default to being like, I can catch it online. You know, kind of get other things done. So, I would just think, I think it's just been one big slide to the left. And take it back now, y'all. But I need to do like one hop this time. That's what I feel like coming into September. We need to just hop forward.
And I guess this is why it's good. Obviously, I know you've already been accountable with me about it. But I guess imagine like you weren't. Imagine this is. Because also you think nobody notices, and probably initially nobody would, but then over time your behaviors, your thoughts, belief, all the things that make you start to change, and that's what people will clock.
They'll be like, something's off.
I'll be like, oh, how come you haven't? And then it's like, oh, you haven't been in like 9 weeks. It's like, huh?
And you're like, since you should have told me on day 9. Like, what the heck?
And I think that's what happens. I feel similar to you. I think all that backsliding stuff really took off in August. I feel because I think every month before that, you know, it had little wobbly moments, but nothing that took me out. Like I think for the most part, I was still very disciplined in things. August was, I felt like I was that's when I had to download Structured again, because I literally was like, no, I need to get things done. Like things are really like working against me right now. I'd say like fitness wise, I didn't go on half as many walks or runs in August as I did in the months before. And then I started blaming it on things like the weather, but it's like I literally have a waterproof jacket.
And also, the weather was not that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It'll be like,
it's actually the hottest summer on record.
And you know, it'll be like, because I haven't gone in the morning and I want to go in the day, and it happens to be maybe raining a bit.
Right, okay. It's like a little drizzle.
If I had just gone at the time that I usually go,
you would have been fine.
I would have been fine. Similar to you, one thing that has stayed consistent is the faith element. So shout out God. Shout out God.
No, for real.
The reading the Bible thing. That's been really consistent. Praying has been consistent, but not necessarily about my situations. I found it easier to pray for others than pray for myself. And I think that's why, like, even on the prayer call the other day, yesterday, that's why I was like, you know what, let me, because
you got nothing to say when it comes to yourself. You get to a point where it's like, I can't speak to you about this again. God. You even start to feel shy. I'm like, just like,
here we go again.
It's like, I'm shy, like.
It's really hard. It's really hard, and I think with backsliding, you know, one thing me and Es have, I think, both learnt together at the same time this year. Is,
as usual, because God seems to have us locked in this weird friendship romance.
You learned this, I learned that. And it's like, okay. But one thing we've really learned is what happens when you really give power to shame and secrecy. Crazy. And it really does cripple your growth, your self-esteem, and it eats away at you in a way you don't even realize it. There's so many thoughts or beliefs you start to believe are just you that have nothing to do with you. It's something to do with what's happened to you in the past, or trauma, or whatever, or just things that you think you start to create narratives and storylines in your head that have not even happened.
Yeah.
And then you formulate literally a lifestyle based on that.
And it's like, who told you?
Who told you?
Who said that?
Who literally said that? And I think that's why I think when it comes to backsliding, I'm such a big advocate for accountability and correction. Yeah. Genuinely, like, my friends know I could have done something that I didn't even realize it was something I did or didn't do. Tell me. Mm-hmm. And I genuinely just move on. Like, I will literally just say sorry, correct my wrongs, move on. Like, it didn't even happen.
Yeah. I will say that's one of my favourite things that I've probably, like, learned / like, become comfortable with through my friendship with you is that I think you are very, very, very good at genuinely being able to, like, state the issue.
Yeah.
State the issue. Tell me maybe in a situation what I've done wrong, and then I know for a fact that even if it's like maybe a day of like, I know for a fact this is not going to now become a thing. Whereas I think that maybe in like my younger days, I would be very scared to maybe do something like that with someone, because I'd be like, oh, this is now going to be like the end. Yeah, it's going to become a thing, or it's going to be like the end of our friendship or whatever. And I think that you've taught me that really, really soundly, actually, and it's also given me a lot of confidence to also then be able to move like that with people, because I don't think I ever used to.
No, and I think it's so good, because I just feel like I don't have time to act around my friends. So it's like I'd rather just, if I need to cry and say like, hey, this hurt me, let me cry, and then tomorrow we can just let's go dance in the rain, like
let's have fun,
let's just move on. Like, but I think also a lot of my friends have also taught me that, like, they will just I literally had a friend this year pull me up, and so I literally just missed the ball absolutely. One of my friends, and there was no reason. Like, when she was telling me, I literally was just like, I'm just sorry. Like, I you even wish there was a story
to say,
and I just had nothing. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I completely dropped the ball here. And then we just spoke about it. She was fine, moved on. And I think when you're able to do that, you really realize how deep the love is.
Oh my god,
there is nothing that can.
There's nothing.
Just furthermore you come for, because you also realize that. And I think this is why I'm able to, whether it's coming to you or other friends or receiving it, because I'm not above it. I too have said sorry to friends.
Even me.
And I've had to be like, you got me.
But I think maybe that's where people would struggle, is if they've never actually humbled themselves to say sorry.
True.
So I think that we can say, like, I can come to you, I can go to a couple of my other friends and be like, oh, I don't really like the way this happened, or the way this went down, or whatever, or maybe how you spoke, whatever it might be. And I know it in myself. I'm like, oh, I know that this will not result in it being a big blow up, because I know that they know me. They know my heart. I know their heart. And we can kind of move forward. They'll say sorry and keep it pushing. I'll say sorry, keep it pushing. But if you're someone that does not know how the word sorry, oh, it's a long day.
I just think it's a really interesting way to live life, I would say. Because you are going to do wrong. Whether you have or not, you are going to. And I think that's just the way it goes, because we're not going through life with an experience of life. Of like knowing how to do things.
It.
Do you know what I mean? So there's things you're going to get wrong. You're going to say something the wrong way. You're not going to read the room at a point. Like, it just happens. And in the moment, of course, it can feel really uncomfortable and really bad. But I think this goes back to the whole backsliding thing. If you're not somebody who can even just hold your hands up in real friendship when you drop the ball,
you're not going to do it for yourself.
And then that same friend wants to now come and be like, hey, you said you was going to do this thing.
You'll be offended. And you will live your life offended.
It's the offence.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the offence.
You will live your life offended. And living life from a place of offence, oh my goodness.
Painful.
It's so painful. You will come to find out you will be the loneliest person, because ain't nobody want to talk to you. Nobody wants to talk to you because it's eggshells. Like, they're on eggshells around you.
The whole time.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing I can say of my life that I'm really glad of, is that I have not grown up with the idea of being offended. Yeah. Because I think that's something I really want to, like, pass on to my children. Because I think it's a very big power.
Like, oh.
it puts a lot of power back into you as a person, being able to be humble, being able to say to people, maybe you missed the mark here, because you're not coming from a place of wanting to offend them, and you're not going to take offense, maybe even if they challenge it or whatever. So it's like,
and I think with offense, a lot of it is just, it's also taking that judgment seat role of God. It's like thinking that somebody has done something that's unjust, and you're the one to give them their, I don't know, their punishment, essentially, or telling them, or vice versa. And I just think it's such an interesting way to live, because there are so many things we could all take offense to every single moment of the day. I could think of some things that happen and I could easily take offense to. I could be in the queue at the post office, someone cuts in line, I could take offense to that. I don't really care. I could either just be like, oh hi, I was in the queue, or I just also don't care. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you can just be like, I don't have the strength to fight you.
Oh, sis, there's so many times I don't care. I don't know why when I'm at my post office, sometimes somebody, I don't know, maybe I don't stand with enough I don't know.
Like, I'm in this queue.
And somebody will just start hovering. And I'll literally see them hovering, and I just don't care enough.
Go like, I can't be bothered.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But I do know people who, like, that would be a thing. Somebody's cut in front of them in the queue. And true, yeah, that person is wrong, but I just don't care enough to make this a thing. Like, but I think that also, I think that comes with, like, just age. I think that comes with maturity. There was definitely a season in my life where everything was offensive to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I took offence all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Offence, and everything was very personal. Like, if I think about my last relationship, I would say my actual last ex, which was going on like 8 or 9 years ago now. I remember, I will not absolve him of his wrongdoings, but I think there were some times in that relationship when I can say, like, oh, Esh, you were doing a lot. Like, why was I always weeping? He could say anything to me, and I would just be like, I'm just, why am I crying? Like, I remember once, and you know, as like a grown up, you can understand, not understand, but you kind of would just brush it off. Let's say, for example, he used to support Liverpool. I have a little bit of trauma around Liverpool supporters because of this guy.
Right.
But he was very much like, oh, if my team lost, like, that has ruined my evening.
Right.
And he would say to me, like, oh, if my team has lost, like, I would just prefer that we didn't speak.
So dramatic.
So dramatic. But now, as an adult, I would just laugh at that and be like, okay, you might need therapy, but I'm not going to take it personally as in, like, you hate me, and that I would just be like, if that's what you need, go ahead and do your thing. Whereas at the time, I would genuinely, like, cry about it and be like, why do you hate me so much? Why am I not able to do anything right? And you just think, thank God for my prefrontal lobe. Coming in.
Literally, thank God. I remember a guy once told me, like, we were arguing about something, and I was taking offence as per, and then he said, Rose, you know the world doesn't revolve around you, and then I took offence to that and cried some more, and I just said, oh heck,
like, oh,
and you know what, that was a comment that shaped my growth.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't think,
you're like, oh,
it doesn't.
Let me go find out. Let me do some research into that.
I literally used to wear a top when I was like 10 or 11 that said the world revolves around me. So maybe that's where...
Oh no, that seed was planted.
Yeah, maybe when I started wearing that top.
That is so
that whole main
funny.
character thing. But yeah, I definitely think that when it comes to correction and all, the humility that's required.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what also makes it easier, I think, than to receive correction from God. Because you're not, I mean, not saying that you don't experience it even as a humble person, but like you're not fighting God's correction on your life, or when God is trying to be like, no, we need to stop doing that.
When the Holy Spirit convicts. You're not thinking, well, you don't know nothing about me.
Do you know what I mean? Humility is a key factor there. But I think for all the areas that I've been backsliding in over the last month, I think I've had to really be intentional of not letting the shame, that internal shame, eat me up. I think I've been very vocal with friends this month, and my family. Thank you.
Hold on.
Oh, thank you.
She got her little hair and everything.
little hair, whatever. Little fro.
All right.
I think it's been helpful. Like, I've literally just called friends and just cried.
Yeah.
And I had nothing to say. And like all the asking how you feel, I'm like, I just feel numb. And it genuinely takes a little load off. Because then your friend, whether they pray, whether they're just silent, I don't know, just something.
Yeah.
Or like with my mom, my sister, and I've just cried out to them.
Yeah.
And then you just feel like
you're like, oh, okay, I can do a little bit more of this.
Yeah, because holding all that attention and
sis,
it's not me that's gonna get sick.
Sis, when you start to feel it in your body, I know for me personally, I know that's the stage at which, I think that's why I cried last week. I could feel the tension in my body, and it was like, I just need to like let this out because otherwise I'm gonna collapse. Yeah. So I think it's good. I think for all that has happened, all that could be counted as backsliding, I think we're still here.
We're still here.
On the 2nd of September. At the time of release, who knows?
Yeah.
We pray that we're still feeling as good as we are.
Yeah.
To at least be able to like show up, still laugh. Like even on our prayer call yesterday, I was like, even through everything, even through all of the turmoil that I know like friends have been through, that I have been trying to like just battle through like different things. I'm like, oh, I've still managed to laugh.
Yeah. I've had a good chin wag here and there. I've had a good laugh.
Wag.
Yeah. And what do you think is helping you? Oh no! So what things are you going to do differently this month then to not repeat to not backslide? What's the opposite backslide? Front run.
Backslide. Front run.
What's the opposite of sliding?
Oh, what is the opposite of sliding? Jumping.
A
frog leap.
Leap into
a September. Front leap into September.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I am actually doing things that feel hard. So I think that I think that where maybe in particular, let's say one of the things that I know is, I'm trying to be ambiguous, but maybe where I have maybe spent a little bit too much time thinking about certain things, I'm actively trying to do things to like not spend so much brain energy on those things. Let's say, for example, so whether it's, archiving a chat, maybe just making sure that, because I started out the month of August very disciplined on my phone, like not taking calls during the day, like just not doing too many things that it now feels like the things that I need to do feel like the burden. It needs to be the other way around. It's like I'm finding pockets of time to be able to catch up with people rather than that now being the majority or the priority in a day.
Because that's how you end up doing that. What is it? Revenge.
Revenge sleep.
Procrastination. What's it called?
This is the thing I said to you about last week. That
because you really haven't done the things you're supposed to do, and now it's like 1 a.m.
Heavy on that. Literally, I know that my sleep over the last, like, let's say 3 weeks has been minimal, because it gets to the end of the night and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't really do anything that I was supposed to do today. And it's like, it is literally like, it's weird because as I'm doing it, I know that I'm now going to be tired tomorrow, but it's almost like I can't let myself sleep.
Right.
So I think I just want to give myself back a routine. I'm doing, the things that I think are hard. So like let me just say Kiki. She's been on an episode before, one of our veterans. But I was like, I'm going to come to the gym with you on Friday. And she said, oof, just as a warning, the session is 2.5 hours. I said, can you explain
why?
Like, what on earth am I doing in the gym? Hours. Yeah, but she was saying she does back and glutes in that one session.
Okay.
But, she'll do it to full effect. So it's like literally a full glute session and a full back session.
Okay.
She said rather than now coming to do back on a different day, she just likes to bang it out on a Friday.
Okay.
My immediate response was going to be, I'll come to your house after.
Yeah.
But then I just thought, I can actually train for 2.5 hours. It's not going to kill, especially where I know that maybe a couple of days this week I won't make it to the gym as I would like. Let me do the hard thing.
Get the hard thing
and done. Go and do a because the sessions with her also are just
very good.
Ludicrous. Yeah. So I think just a month of doing the hard things. Yeah.
I like that. I think the same. I think this month I really just want to be. I want to do less. I think I'm really good at planning my week and the things I need to do in the day. But I think I just want to just be and just do the thing. So it's little tasks sometimes. Like I need to call the doctors. And it's like, why am I having to slot that in so deep in? Didn't we just call the doctor?
Call the doctor in
like,
that
it's
moment.
just those little things. They just be like, or sometimes I'll wake up, I'm praying, and I'm like, okay, what I need to go for a run at this time. Just go and run. Like just go and do the thing, as opposed to wasting so much time thinking about doing the thing.
That's a word.
Yeah, so I definitely want to just be more proactive and similar to you, it's like the whole concept of eat the frog.
Do you know
what I mean? I think I did that like yesterday when I went for my run, of course, I never want to go for a run in the morning until I get into the flow of running. Then I love running.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So you're thinking about that moment where you're going to love it to try and get you there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas yesterday, I was like, let me just go.
Yeah.
And then it was like, sometimes I told myself, let me walk a bit, then I'll run. But it was like, just run. So it's just things like that. I'm just trying to just be and just do, and then trusting that will get me where I need to get.
Yeah.
So even like, for example, with like filming these podcast episodes, I've got some more stuff to film. I'm the type to be like, okay, let me make sure I've got this ready and did it. Just record.
Let's go.
And then as I record and become more comfortable, things will happen.
Yeah.
But I know I've got in me to be like, okay, once I order this, once I get that, then once I get this set, let me buy this top, just record.
Just do it.
The value is in what I've got to say, right? So I think that's something I'm really trying to do better at this month. Not trying to overdo how things look or whatever. Like, just pump things out.
Yeah. Because I guess that's how you get to the point of like where the vision is fulfilled. You just are doing until you get there.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've got some stuff I want to record today, and I just know how I am. I'd be trying to like sort this out, get this, and it's just like, just record it. Like if it's not so much about if it does well, if it doesn't, just record. Yeah. Just do it. Just upload. Like not, because this is actually also a form of procrastination.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I guess even in with regards to like the great lock-in, I'm sure some of you guys have seen on socials. Like there's always something. Like last year was the winter arc.
Oh yeah, the winter arc.
It's literally the same thing. It's the great lock-in.
I completely forgot. That was, I think, the spiral in my head. I just said, you lot are tapped.
Yeah, it's the same thing all over again. Honestly, guys, I understand why people want to like go into the last bit of the year. Like, I think it's always great to want to push yourself, but I just think these big things become trends instead of lifestyles.
Right.
And I think because of that is why there's always something else to do. So next year there'll be something else. Yeah. Whereas I think if you actually had just from January just been implementing healthier habits, there wouldn't be a need for like a great lock-in.
A great lock-in.
Or the winter arc. You could just be maintaining lifestyle habits. Because that's how I feel. Like, even though like I backslid quite a bit in August, I'm not feeling like I'm doing like a radical change. Yeah. I think it's like, okay, let me just get back on track. Because the things I was doing were helping. Like, you know, I really deep the other day. Like, I've literally lost 10 kilos this year. Yeah.
And you would never have even... What? What?
Yeah, I came into this year 82. And now I'm 70. Well, I lost 10 and now I've put on 2. So I'm 74, but I'm 72, yeah.
And you didn't put that as like one of your goals for the year or anything, but that's what happens as a result of like
just doing the consistent thing.
Yeah.
I honestly, this might be for another conversation, but I really think we should do less 6-week, 8-week bikini challenge and do 1 year.
Yeah,
I think that is more realistic. I think like if I was a PT, I'd probably charge more for it because I'm seeing you through to the end of the year, but trusting that these results will last another year than doing a 6-week, 8-week like crash diet type of
it's
thing.
Like Mr. Beast's video. Do you remember the one that he did like a month ago, and it was like 6 months?
Yeah,
or something?
I think that's more realistic. I think that, you know, like the guides. I think obviously people want like something quick, easy, digestible, but then that's why you're always buying another 6 to 8 week guide as opposed to just doing a 6-month, 12-month thing. But yeah, when I saw I really nearly lost 10 kilos, yeah, I was really happy, and I was like, okay, my goal was
the clap sounds.
Okay, clap sounds. My goal is still 70. For the end of the year, so I'm hoping I can still get there. But it feels nice to know that even with all the moments where I've like not stuck to the plan or whatever, like, because I just get back up and I just keep going. Whereas if it was now like a 6-week plan, it's like
you're like, you need to absolutely hammer it out for that 6 weeks, and then what? Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think I'm praying for September, that I'm just doing it. I'm just getting up and doing it, and which I'm happy. Like, it's been 2 days so far.
Yeah.
Off to a good start.
Yeah.
Even through the tiredness of it all.
Yeah.
To a good start.
Yeah, I feel like every day I'm waking up and I'm thinking about napping.
Yeah.
And I just want to get out of even that like cycle of feeling.
Yeah.
I want to wake up refreshed.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's me on backsliding and
stunning.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can come back at the end of September's weigh-in.
Yes.
Talking about our front leaps and not our backslides. Amen.
Our front leaps. And as always, guys, we always want you guys involved in what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, if you are calling it a great look-in, go off. Do what you gotta do.
Don't.
But What are the things that you're planning to implement this month?
Yeah.
For your front leaps for anybody that has backslid.
Yeah, and also, if you are someone that needs to be held accountable,
yes,
find a friend, like we said at the beginning.
Yeah.
And ask them what is it. Ask them to do an assessment on you.
Yeah, but be
prepared.
Be prepared. Go in with like an open mind, open heart. Because obviously, I think there's some people also have bad mind friends.
I was just about to say, don't
to be like, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk,
hate the way that you blink.
Yeah, it's like, what's that gonna do?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask the right friend.
Ask the right
I think
friend.
that it does obviously like depend on that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if it's something that you've never done and you think I could actually benefit from, just a level of accountability or like someone else shining a light or holding a mirror up.
Yeah.
Then do it. And move forward in your lock-in.
Yeah.
With the full knowledge of what it is that you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them what it is that you are trying to achieve and hold, like, guys, it can be hard.
Yeah.
Like, S will tell you, there have been times I've had to be like, oh, but why didn't you just get this instead?
Oh, God.
And there's just that awkward silence. But sit in that.
Yeah, sit in it. Yeah, I've got nothing to say.
Sit in that.
Yeah.
Because your friend isn't telling you what I would like to think. Your friend isn't telling you of. It's just like, oh, but that's what you said.
Yeah, that's what you told me.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, get yourself some better friends.
Yeah.
If all of this is sounding very alien to you.
Yeah.
Then.
Maybe we should do an episode on friendships.
Maybe we should.
Yeah. But thank you guys for watching or listening.
Yeah.
If you are watching on YouTube, leave a red heart if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah. Smash that like button.
Smash. Should I do a punch sound?
Yeah. All these edits.
I'm getting really excited with these effects.
So funny, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I think you can like on Spotify as well.
I think you can.
You can,
and you can comment.
And you can comment, yeah.
Leave a little green heart if you're listening on Spotify and a purple one if you're listening on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
And let us know where you're listening from.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want to be held accountable for. Like, we already said all this, so do all that in the comments. I've been Rose, as always, at The Real Rose. Make sure to follow at The Weight of It podcast as well on socials, so you can be up to date with all new episodes.
Mm-hmm. And I am and always will be Esnart, ESNXRT. Online,
even if she's offline.
Even though I'm offline.
But thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back for another episode soon. Bye.